Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
To know what all is the requirement and how they want to set up this particular application in their organization. And once this meeting is being done, then the partner company will be having a more clarity. What is the team size which is required? So they have a clarity that what are the modules they are going for implementation. It is for employee central performance management, compensation, onboarding. What are the modules they are going for implementation? According to those modules, they will try to identify the resources also. In any consulting company, they will look for the resources internally because they will look on if any resources are there on the bench, who are available and they can able to conduct internally the interview and they can able to onboard those resources into this new project. If the resources are not available or into that particular skill set, they will tell to the internal recruitment team to identify the resources externally so that they want to hire this particular skill set within this timeline and they want to onboard it at earliest. Once the team is being set. Once the entire team is being set from the consulting side again, the sales team will be having an interaction with the product team and they will be introducing the entire. They will be going with some slight presentation or they will be having an interaction of the entire team which has been set to the product team. These are the resources, these are the consultants and these are the team. This is the team which will be going for the implementation into this particular project. That is the second piece. Then again, what happened then? These individual consultants, what they used to do, they will interact with They will be having an interaction with the individual product owner, suppose from the employee central, employee sample side. Performance management, goal management. They will go with the performance management. Who is a product owner from the company? Who is taking care for the performance management side? Who is the owner from the compensation side? Like that, they will be having a separate module-specific meeting which will be scheduled to understand the requirement into that module-specific so that to gather the requirement. And then once they gather the requirement, they can go for start and they can start for the configuration into the system. But before going into the configuration into the system and before setting up the meeting, they also require the accesses. System access. So they will try to. Other is the VDI we call as a VDI, or VPN accesses and everything for the client specific. So all these things, that customer, the client, will try to arrange all this once the interaction is been done. This is the team which has been going for the implementation. So for that, the basic, they will start with creating the email IDs and everything and they will be creating the accesses. Okay, they will be giving the front-end accesses. Okay, so, coming into the accesses, we know in the architecture that SAP SuccessFactors, having it is divided into two parts, that is, a front-end system. And we have a back-end system. Okay, front-end system is called as an instant system and the back-end system is for a service being system. So when the meeting and everything is being done, and once now they have to give the accesses and everything. So, whatever is the front-end system, okay, those front-end system accesses that client can able to provide, but for the back-end access, client cannot able to provide the back-end access. Okay, customers, back-end system can only be provided by the SAP. Okay, back-end system is nothing but the provisioning system. Okay, so if you want to get the access of the customer's back-end system, we have to send a request to the SAP. Okay, to get the back-end system for getting access for sending a request to SAP. There are certain criteria which is involved. One is that we have to request to the customer to share the approval mail. So customer has to share a copy of the approval mail indicating that they are authorizing this consultant for initiating the request for the provisioning. Okay, so what customer will do? Customer will generate a approval mail indicating that these are the environments, okay, for which we are authorizing this consultant to, so that this consultant can access the our organization's back-end system, that is, the provisioning system. Okay, so we understood that the architecture is divided into two parts, that is, a front-end and back-end. Similarly, we also need to understand the various environments which are there in SuccessFactor. Okay, we have a development environment, we have a preview environment and we have a production environment. Okay, so this development and the preview and the production, the three environments are located at a single data center. So when they are getting subscribed, or when they are purchasing the license, and when they will be provided with a data center, all the environments will be located in the same data center. Okay, so, in each environment, whatever the data is being maintained, that is maintained indirectly in that particular data center. Okay, now coming into the environment, development, and the development environment is more into it is policy demo environment where you can able to do all the configuration. The customer is not involved into the development environment. Okay, so you can do the initial configuration, you can do the testing. If the testing and everything is working successfully, then you can slowly move the configuration into the preview environment. When you are moving into the preview environment, in some organizations, preview environment is also accessible by the product team of the customer. Okay, so once you are giving a confirmation that this configuration is being done, then and it is being tested successfully, then the product team from the customer side, they have the access and those key users can able to test in that is called as a unit testing, user acceptance testing. That will be done in the preview environment. Okay, that is the reason we have another account that is called as a preview instance. Okay, once it is being cleared in the preview, they will give an approval that the configuration is done correctly. Now we can move it into the production. So according to that, slowly we can move that configuration. Whatever we have done in development and preview, we can move it into the production. Production is the live environment. Okay, so in the real time, either you are into implementation or into the support. It is a process which goes on. Okay, only difference is that some companies they go with two accounts, either with a preview and production, or with a development and a production, or some companies will go with the three accounts. Okay, it depends upon when they are purchasing the license, when they are purchasing the essence, in that there are certain criteria where they should specify how many accounts they want to purchase the license. So mostly you can see when you are into an SAP SuccessFactor project. You can see it. Development environment, if a preview environment and a production moment, all the environments. They have both in the front-end system also, as well as in the back-end system also. Okay. So when you are accessing an environment, that environment is having both in the front end and back end. Okay, but for getting into the back end access, customer cannot give the back end access. Okay, customer can provide you the approval mail for the back end access. So when you are requesting customer for the approval mail, we need to request for all the three environments, that is, development, preview and for the production. When you are going with all the three environments, then customer will be providing you the approval mail, and with that approval mail we have to raise a request to.
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@upptalk.com.